Where did Cain get his wife?
Well, that is not something that is too complicated. There was one pair that was created, and that was Adam and Eve. And they were perfect. Their genetic system was immaculate. There was no fault in it whatsoever. So they had children, and they had many children. We don't know how many. We know of a few of them, but we don't know about the rest. So they had sons and daughters. Now they were probably over 900 years old when they died. And let's say if we take that in today's term, then they should have been fertile in terms of producing children to at least 400, if not 500 years. So how many children did Eve have? We don't know. But she had many daughters and many sons. And because there were no genetic aberrations whatsoever, there was no problem if one married his sister. So Cain married his sister. And this was allowed to continue in the early generations. Eventually, because of the fall, genetic aberrations came in, and there were restrictions placed. If you go up to the time of Abraham, Abraham still married his half-sister.
Yes.
So that was still perfectly permissible. It wasn't the same. Both parents were the same, but one of them was the same. And then as you carry on, eventually the restrictions become greater, and you shouldn't marry within the very close confines of the family because of the genetic aberrations. But in the early ones, there were no genetic aberrations. So I assume that the wife that Cain married was the rebellious one, and she sympathized with him. And when Cain was banished, she says, well, if he goes, I go. And that is where the line of Cain started. So the early first children married their siblings.